Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Egan, of course, Brayden Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. If you can hear shit going on in the background, I don't know if you'll be able to or not. They're doing some land clearing just across the street from my house, and they're doing it all day. But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. And that's kind of the case today. I found one of these items on my way home from work, and then I decided, oh, wait, we can make something out of this. So, yeah, I went over there, got off work, was making my way home, and I decided to go over there, stop off at a gas station that I don't usually stop off at, but it was just kind of on the way, and I was like, fuck it, man, we'll pop in. Because a lot of times that's where I find stuff to review. Gas stations, convenience stores, and the like. And they had something that caught my eye. What is it, folks? Well, it happens to be, boom! It is from, I don't know if it's Viva Sabrosos, or if it's just Sabrosos, I don't know. Yes. Okay. Well, yeah, so apparently it is, like I said, I'm going to go with Viva Sabrosos. These are their chili cheese corn chips. Woo! Look at those. What do those look like? They look like Fritos. And yeah, it's got a little thing on the back. It says, with our chili cheese flavored corn chips, we bring the flavor of your family's chili smothered cheese infused in our famous corn chips. These flavored chips are the perfect blend of heat and chili, coolness of cheddar. Okay, and apparently they have a mascot whose name is Beanie. So yeah, man, these just look like fucking Fritos. So I figured, what the fuck? Boom! Let's compare them to the real Fritos, specifically of the chili cheese variety. Sounds like a thing that I could do. I think I'm capable of this. And I've never had Sabrosos at all. I got nothing on that. So, let's get a thing for the thing here. Lighting! Lighting. Maybe it'll work better the other way. Fuck it, let's do that. Yeah, there we go. Let's try these out first. Woo. Fucking land clearing nonsense, man. Plus, it pisses me off. They're taking down, like, little wooded area that we had over there. Very salty. Very flavorful, though. That's definitely a different vibe than the Fritos. I mean, I know I haven't had the Fritos yet, but like I've had chili cheese Fritos before. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know if these were just going to be like knockoff, generic brand stuff, but like, no, this is definitely, it's in the same vein, but they're definitely doing different things with it. They're nice. I like them. I already like normal chili cheese Fritos, so for these to come in, offer something similar but a little bit different. I feel like they have a little bit less of the corn taste than the Fritos, but it feels like they have more of the flavoring. I will say this. It's talking about the heat of the chili. Not really. Maybe a tiny bit. Kind of on the tongue a little. But, yeah, that's about it. Like, it's really, like, they're not spicy at all. They're just well seasoned. But, yeah, they're pretty good. I appreciate that. Like I said, they're familiar, but they're kind of putting their own spin on it. And they don't just feel like a, cheaper version of it or something. Yeah. Yeah, I can get down with that. So let's try it against the OG Fritos. See which one I actually prefer. I'm a palate cleanser. Yeah. With these, you definitely get more of the corn chip flavor, which is nice in its own way, but much less flavor from the chili cheese in comparison to the Sabrosos. Sabrosos definitely, especially right next to one another, it's a big difference. And whereas, like I said, there's not really a lot of heat in the Sabrosos. Like I said, they're very well seasoned. So there is a little bit of a tingle. There's no tingle from the Fritos. These have a more distinct chili flavor. I feel like even the cheese flavor is just has a little bit more impact to it. Yeah. I mean, I'm somebody who I enjoy some chili cheese Fritos, but I have to admit, usually when you get like a knockoff, it's a cheaper, more watered down version. But with these, I feel like with the Sabrosos, they went over there, they knew what they were working against, and they specifically wanted to elevate that. And I actually think they did. I think that between the two of these, I think point for point, I think the Sabrosos are actually a little bit better. Not by leaps and bounds, but like enough to the extent where it's noticeable. And I mean, I came into this honestly expecting that the Fritos would probably win out for me because, again, I like chili cheese Fritos. But no, the Sabrosos, I mean, again, I'm not going to say they didn't blow them out by 50 points or anything, but like, I'd be willing to go over there and say that there's like double-digit deficit here, I genuinely think that it's a noticeable uptick. So, damn Fritos, you got some competition and maybe a little work to do. Maybe I mean, the chili cheese Fritos have been around for a while now. Maybe they need a little revamping. I'm just saying. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get either of these again? Would I recommend either of them? I mean, yes and yes on both occasions. Although I do think I prefer the Sabrosos. I mean, I'm absolutely still going to get the fucking Fritos, especially just considering the fact that I only know one place that sells the Sabrosos, and like Fritos are fucking everywhere. So, but I will say that now that I've had this experience with the Sabrosos, like, I'm not gonna look as kindly upon the Fritos as I know, as I used to. Like, it's gonna be a little bit of the glisten in my eyes has been lost. Because, yeah, there's just, something that I feel is just doing it a little bit better. But I would still, both of them are good chips. They're both tasty in their way. But I think that if you want something that celebrates the chili and cheese aspect of it more, the Sabrosos definitely win out. But on the Fritos end of things, if you want something where the corn chip aspect is a little bit more prominent, you got that. But if I'm recommending them, like I said, I would recommend either of these. I think that they're both good. But I think for me, this is less of like, I don't need to recommend fucking Fritos. Fritos are Fritos. This is more about the Sabrosos, and like, if you're like me and you don't have any experience with them, I would absolutely recommend these. I think these are really good, and I think that, yeah, these definitely need to make their way around a little bit more. Give some competition to Fritos, man. Make them try a little bit harder. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks over there have themselves a truly chili cheese-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, chili cheese. Come on now. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, if you have to deal with construction near where you sleep and live, I hope that it goes smoothly and quickly for you, because fuck knows. But anyway,